Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Sometimes the hardest part of missing child's case isn't what we know, it's how much time has passed without answers. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers has now been missing from his Hendersonville home for 16 months. 18 months, rather, sorry. He's been missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee since February 2024, and the search continues. The FBI has recently renewed its call for tips. The reward remains at $50,000. There's a lot going on, so we need to talk about that on the other side of this.
Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is September 9th, 2025. It is currently 9:43 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Hello. How you doing, everyone? Great, Sherry, Mama Duke, Smiley, Susie, Shelby, Sherry, YouTuber, Sandy, Mallory, Nancy, Barbie, Grace, Diana Rose, Lady for Justice, Ashton. Hello, everyone. Good to see you all. Thank you all so much. So much for joining me. Do appreciate you. Hello, Eagle, Chuchi. Good to see you. Second to no one. Led Robin. It's going fast now. PGH, Rope, Michelle, Mama Dukes. Let's see here. It's going so fast. Sherry, Kelly, everyone. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. Good to see you all. Thank you all so much. Hey, CT. Good to see you. I hope you're feeling better, my friend. Hello, Roller. Julie, Robin, Sue, Christy. Hello. Talking about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, the FBI is calling for its renewed search into solving this case. Now, you guys know that I have been on Sebastian's case, was one of the first creators. Trevor, Josh, Smiley, myself, and maybe a couple more were like the originals on Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. And we are now at 18 months, going on 19 months of still nothing. Does this mean the FBI upped their reward? It's at $50,000. $50,000, Amber, right now. And still no answers. And there's a lot to this case. There's a lot to this case. I do not agree personally. First, let me say this. Everyone that we talk about today, consider them 1,000 million bazillion % innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. There's been no named suspects in this case. However, I do say this, and because I have an email from one of the investigators that is on Sebastian's case, and that is, he told me months ago that this was a criminal investigation. So I still say that because I have the email to prove it. I do believe this is criminal. I don't believe Sebastian walked out of the home by himself at all, especially a child that doesn't like to get dirty, has never walked out before, and there's nothing to suggest that he did walk out. There is only a disappearance. How a disappearance happens can be many different factors, right? They can do it on their own. It can be foul play. It can, how Sebastian got out of that home. That's a major question, right? Thank you so much, 77. Good to see you, my friend. What is going on with this thing? Hold on. Thank you so much, my friend. I'm not coming again. Thank you for covering the aggression. Hashtag bring Sebastian. Hashtag Sebastian Strong. Thank you so much, 77, for 9 continuous months of your support. I really do appreciate you, my friend. Good to see you. I've known about certain things, that some things I can talk a little bit about now and some things that I can't. But, there's been conflict, I'll just say in my opinion, on agencies about the light footage. Now, in the new latest update, they are saying that they believe this, what we call the flashlight video, is a car behind the neighborhood. And I say complete bullshit, in my opinion. I think that is absolute, complete bull hockey. I can't make it any other way. Like I said, some agencies may disagree with that as well. Some may not, but some things that's recently came out in the last couple days, we'll cover that, and then we're going to get to some videos. Guys, do me a favor, please hit that thumbs up button. Would greatly appreciate it. I'm not here to convince anyone anything. You have the right to believe. It's a free country, a free world. Believe what you want in this case. Again, my opinion is my opinion. I'm one of nearly 8 billion on the planet. And so are you. So believe what you want. The main thing is we want Sebastian home. And if there is foul play, which the investigator did tell me that there was, and I believe 1,000,000% in my opinion that there was and is and has been, But believe, whatever you want. All right, here we go.
Tips about the disappearance of a Middle Tennessee teenager. Sebastian Rogers was last seen near his mother's home in Hendersonville in February of last year. He is autistic. Agents say they have followed through on every tip, but they say the best way you can help is to share anything you know. You can call the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, the TBI, or the FBI.
And we was live the other night. I did a live the other night with Sebastian. Well, hell, is there no writing underneath this? Okay. I guess there's any writing underneath that one. And we covered the FBI update.
How can a teenager disappear without a trace? It is a question that has baffled the most seasoned of investigators for a year and a half. That's how long it's been since Sebastian Rogers vanished from his Hendersonville home. Nick Barris tells us in that time, the FBI has been able to disprove 2 theories.
Bullshit.
So many have closely followed this case and continue to ask and hope for updates. The FBI just issued a full synopsis of where things stand today. Sebastian Rogers disappeared from his Hendersonville home on February 26, 2024. The 15-year-old with autism did not take...
No, they said February 25th, didn't they? Didn't they say February 25th? Didn't they change that to February 25th, not February 26th? Am I wrong, chat?
Any clothes, shoes, money, food, or his cell phone. His mother only reported a small yellow flashlight was missing. A massive search, including TBI and Sumner County Sheriff's investigators, covered a 4.5-mile radius around Sebastian's home. That's roughly 44,000 acres, and no sign of the teen.
This is the system that we use to track all of our searchers.
The FBI says agents have now followed through every one of the hundreds of tips. However, they have yet to produce any solid leads. Several months have indeed passed, but Sheriff Eric Craddock has said,
"It's not a cold case. It's an active and ongoing investigation."
The FBI now does disprove 2 theories. One involving security video, which I obtained early in the investigation, showing what appeared to be lights outside Sebastian's home the night he disappeared. Agents say the dark sky and camera angle combined had distorted the security footage.
I think you're distorted for thinking that. Period. I don't even know where to begin. To be honest with you. Nick knows this. The FBI knows this. The TBI knows this. Local law enforcement knows this. There's a fucking car that pulls up. You see the headlights. You see the taillights. You see the lights coming on. I was the first to show you guys the flashing, or not the flashing light, the light on the house, the motion light. I mean, are we distorted in seeing that too? Are we distorted in seeing that too? Oh my God.
And lights were actually from a truck away from the home. They have also now debunked a theory that a person in a green hoodie spotted near Sebastian at a restaurant before.
I totally agree with them on this, and I've known this for a long ass time, and I've told you guys for a long ass time. Very few things that I know in this case to date. One is that green hoodie, every hoodie person there at that place has nothing to do with Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers going missing. Nothing. Zilch, nada, none. And so that's the one thing I know. The second thing I know is that they told me that this is a criminal investigation.
Where he disappeared was in any way involved. The Amber Alert for Sebastian does remain active, and the FBI is offering $50,000 for any information that leads to his whereabouts. They do encourage the public to continue to call in tips to 1-800-TBI-FIND. Nick Barris, News Channel 5.
Oh shit, sorry. I'm sorry guys, I'm muted. Disappearing Act. The Sun put out an article yesterday. Mom of missing teen Sebastian Rogers reveals eerie red flag that still haunts her months after son 14 vanished. A chilling sound still lingers in the mind of a mother whose teenager son disappeared without a trace. It was a noise from his room the night before he went missing, and it remains the moment she cannot shake. I bet it is. The case unfolded in Hendersonville, Tennessee, where they've got 14-year-old Sebastian Rogers, 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers. His mom, KK, had spent the day with her only child shopping, playing video games at a bowling alley, and eating dinner at a local restaurant. They returned home that evening and they got hot, ready for bed, with Katie saying goodnight to Sebastian sometimes between 9 and 10 p.m. Just before 10 p.m., she recalled hearing a loud bang from his room. Now it's a bang. Now it's a bang. She bangs, oh baby, 'cause she moves. Okay. Quote, she yelled out to ask him if he was okay, to which he responded that he was. Quote, Detective Brandon Carter, also known as Sheriff Snugglestruggle, of the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, said KK reminded him to go to sleep because of school the next morning. I don't think KK at 10 o'clock would have have just said, don't care what you're doing in there, but knock it off and go to bed. Bullshit. Susan, welcome. Thank you so much, my friend. Welcome to the Pearl family. Really, really do appreciate you, my dear. Good to see you. Thank you so much for your support, Miss Susan. And Uber, thank you so much, my friend. Good to see you again. You're very kind to me. Thank you for gifting that membership. If you receive that, make sure you thank our dear Uber. Appreciate you. Yeah, she said, quote, just a thud. Quote, just a thud. Yeah, like it was nothing. You know, just a thud. Just a thud. Okay. Afterward, she spoke on the phone with her husband, who was away in Southwest Tennessee for work before going to bed around midnight. Katie called her husband and by the time she woke up the next day, Sebastian was gone. Katie called her husband and told him that she couldn't find Sebastian and that he wasn't in his room or anywhere in the house, Carter said. She drove around the neighborhood and to the middle school nearby. It's a high school. Isn't it a high school? It's a high school, right? Am I wrong? I mean, Brandon Carter, I'm assuming, told them all of this information. Mother chicken. I've already found 3 things wrong in this article. Already 3 things. No. No, she can't even walk straight or damn eagle. She drinks too damn much, in my opinion, allegedly. She drove around the neighborhood and the high school nearby, but there was no sign of him. Her husband phoned authorities to report Sebastian missing, sparking a massive search. The disappearance baffled investigators from the start. Quote, "Mom wakes up and he is just gone," end quote, said FBI Nashville Special Agent Robert Barrett. There's a question mark, and we've got to find out what happened. Video evidence cameras confirm no one entered or left the house that night. Okay, you tell me this. If video camera confirms not a fucking soul left the house or went in the house that night, then how the hell did he get out of the fucking house? I mean, I know Edgar likes to say he's, you know, a magician or something like that, he said a long time ago, but damn. I would not say that is confirmed, because clearly there's not a child, a 15-year-old child in the home when she wakes up, allegedly. Confirmed. Yeah, Houdini, that's what it was, realtor. AI vibes, horrifying. Something. Well, let's see if it was written by a person. Let's see if it was AI. Nope. It's written by someone. It says it is. Rumors of a flashlight proven to be a truck headlights up on the hill. We're going to get to that shit in a minute. Green hoodie man of the restaurant identified, cleared by police. I agree with that. Okay. Sebastian was, they wrote, 5'5", weighing around 110 to 115 pounds. Yeah, there was nothing going on in that home, right? The house was getting ready to go through alleged separation. They tried to, you know, get Sebastian out of that house for so long until he just, you know, shows up missing. Very interesting. Hey, Jessica, good to see you, baby. Thank you so much for your support. Really do appreciate you. Good to see you, babes. Thank you. Is so good. And Jen, good to see you, babies. Thank you so much, Mamacita, for super sticker. Very kind of you. And Holly, AI vibes, horrifying. It is, except it's a human. That's the problem. That's the problem. I really want to see the body cam footage of when the police arrived at her house after immediately reporting him missing. Yeah. Yep. So I want to go over some things. I'm going to try to get to it tonight. Hatfield and McCoy Museum, they did a great live the other day. Love those people. Really good individuals. They might cover some of that in just a moment, but I want to cover my friend and yours, Mob Crew. I haven't talked to him in a while. I need to call him and need to collaborate on some stuff maybe. But I want to cover a couple things in the Mob Crew. The night of the disappearance, he's been, you know, really still working on Sebastian's case, like with the video and stuff, and he does a wonderful job. Really good guy. Chris is. He's one of the few on here that just really has a good heart, in my opinion.
I went and talked to neighbors, and
okay, let me find it right here. That's okay.
a dark screen, like a dark recording, like a security surveillance at nighttime, and you've got like a lot of lighting. You can tell like on the in the corners and stuff. You can actually, there's a part you can actually see it. If I were to crank up the brightness, you can almost see where the person was holding the cell phone, which is kind of wild. Anyway, so many things that we've done to break this down, but this is so wild because this is the first time we actually get to see the original footage. I'm excited and a little like, I wish it was like better. I was kind of hoping to see more. I mean, you do get to see more detail, that's for sure. And there could be some things to come out, but like what they talk about, like as the rumor and what they use to say, like, this is how we figured out, or, we learned that, this was just garbage truck lights or some kind of headlights. And they were like 3.
Yeah. It would be, FBI, whoever, please explain how you came up with this scenario of the lighting or some shit being distorted. Why? How the hell does that come about? The lighting distorted. I mean, the neighbors, the whole reason they have this video right here, you can ask fucking neighbors, is because they noticed a car sitting in front of their house in the road at 3 o'clock in the morning. They were originally, the TBI and local law enforcement said, look for Sebastian in your videos, and they was looking for Sebastian, but they noticed the fucking car was out in front of the road, sitting in front of their house. And of course, whenever you see someone sitting in front of your house at 3 a.m. and you didn't know about it, you're going to look
300 yards away, and they used like a topography map to figure out like where the location was. The fact that they had to put that in there and where they got that from, if you don't know, I'm going to show you guys. It is absolutely disturbing. I cannot believe they left that part in there and not used another technique, which I'll show you guys. Be it 100%, and it would have been, people would have been, if this had nothing to do with the case, I think most people would back it, but it is not the case. So let me get to the part here, and I'll
yeah, bubbly. Isn't that some shit? It's I mean we are truly living in some times. We truly are. I used to feel like it was just, in my opinion, the government that was like, no, you're not seeing that. You're not seeing that. No. You're not hearing that. No. Now, you see the fucking car go all the way up Kellen. It turns around and it goes right there on the corner of Stafford. But we're not seeing it.
Shout some people out here. Thank you to my wonderful mods and Jazz, Jennifer. No, a lot of people are coming in. So I'll just allow people come in. We'll just go over that timeline that the FBI released. And then at the bottom is where they talk about the lights and the green hoodie person, that's another fascinating thing. Maybe we'll touch on that a little bit, but I promise you, just the rumor part about the 3 a.m. lights and what they put left in there, like, shocks the hell out of me. I am just blown away. So, and then of course, some of the details that they have in this timeline are details that are kind of changed up a little bit. Like, so this is very interesting if you haven't heard it. So
I'm going to fast forward through here. Okay. You guys make sure you go watch all of
image here. Let me just, and we're going to break it down. Okay. Yeah, I think it was the so I have like a USB hub that I've used for a long time. I'm assuming this thing's probably pooping out. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Cast. God bless them. And I'm like, man, like the first thing that stuck out to me is kind of the more vibrant colors and the timestamp. Because the timestamps we have are not as clear, because obviously it's a recording of a recording. And usually, like, we do have it, like, at the top left a little bit, but because the person's kind of like not steady, it's moving. And of course, we'll show it here in a minute. But yeah, this is actually a real screenshot of the actual footage. This isn't, somebody. So this on one side, this is good because that means the FBI has the original footage, which does give me hope. But at the same time, what they put in this flashlight theory is so, oh my gosh. And wait until you guys see what I'm going to show you guys. And then I'll show you something that's very interesting because. So it looks like if you guys don't know, this is our lovely friend, GHI. Just kidding, not a friend. But I'm not going to say anything bad about him. But for those who don't know, he did a lights overlay probably maybe late March. I'm pretty sure it's late March. Now, there's so many things wrong with this. I don't even know where to start. Again, the one thing he does have, I'll give him credit because this is the one thing that the PIs couldn't get right. Sorry, 1 second. Make sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jackie, that's true.
Okay. Everything's good. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. God bless. Is that he actually tilted. He actually corrected the lights, although they are in the wrong spot. But he at least tilted. He actually understood that, like, yeah, anything that you're going to focus on in the background, you have to tilt. And we've explained that so many times, like over a year ago. But this is their topographical map. I am not even joking you. So GHI, this channel, I don't know if he actually had.
I don't know who that channel is.
Proudfoot on in that show, because I think this is just like a 12-minute video or something like that. It's not like a live show, but he says like he spoke with Proudfoot, and Proudfoot had told him, yeah, it's a garbage truck and it's driving up on this light. I know, I apologize if you're on the cell phone, but this is the light. These are the floodlights that we use that are supposed to be on this home here, but he's got it up on this home, which is completely wrong. Yep. There's no floodlights up here. I think they have one light, but this is so off. The angle's way off. Everything's
God,
off.
Holly.
But he did this because it's supposed to be this road up here. I forget the name of it.
Never mind, DC.
But that is supposed to be the garbage truck riding up there. And apparently Chris Proudfoot kind of coached him through this, at least according to Gray. So, and then if you want to know, again, why I'm like almost 99% sure this is the overlay that they're talking about, is guess how far away. So, I do zoom in. 1 second, and then we'll get to chat for a minute here. But so again, this is where the light moves. This is the stationary floodlights. Again, they're actually supposed to be here, but
you can.
He's trying to say it's this road up here. And look at this.
Watch this.
So what we got here is the home with the security camera, and then this road way up here, and this is 300 yards. Look how big. We're pretty darn certain that the floodlights are right here, maybe just over 100 yards, along with the lights moving towards the camera. They are trying to say, and this is literally perfect, 300 yards from the home, and that is what they're saying. Is that insane?
It is insane.
that they would use this old.
I mean, they're trying to tell us that it's on another road behind the neighborhood. Through all the houses, the distance, the trees, everything. Complete.
Go back to they used this old overlay that Gray Hughes did, where Proudfoot allegedly told him, yeah, this is where the garbage trucks, where we were told, and of course it
Is that the overlay that they used? Oh,
wasn't just them. They, I think Seth, if I understand, and even some of the neighbors were told the same thing. And if they questioned it, they were just told, "Shut up! Don't say not to question anything." And then it was like, I remember seeing that, and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, I guess it kind of makes sense." Okay, I'm just looking at chat. Yeah, screw. Thank you for taking care of the troll.
Wait a second.
Again, but talked about that like many, many times. I'm not going to go over it again, but if you're wondering, that is where, that is the distance, 300 yards, and that's where they were saying like those lights. But it's like there's just no way, because there's so like we can see the light moving, and we'll see the video for a minute. But here is what they could have done, and then we'll get to chat for a minute. So let me play this. So if you really want to shut people up, and say like, hey, well, one, just like, why not release the footage? Because if it's nothing, why not just release it? But
exactly, if it's nothing, release the fucking footage. Let's go.
If you want to show people like where it's at, why don't you just take some daytime footage? Because we know you guys have it. And do this. So this is some daytime footage of when they were walking the dog through the yards. And this is transitioning from the same exact camera. So, same camera, same angle, just footage that's overlaid from the daytime to the nighttime. Just to show like, and if we were to do this in reverse, I guess I should actually switch this the other way around, but you guys get the idea. Once I let this play for a minute. So this is me slowly transitioning. I don't know if it fully transitions to nighttime, but actually I think it does.
Release the video.
So there's me switching to nighttime. So let's just say like, I'm the FBI. We've got, all these people, this theory, the 3 a.m. lights. Why won't they just do this? It would take like, it'd be so easy to do. They have the technology, and it would shut everybody up. Like if it was really this vehicle up on the, or garbage truck, up on the street atop, which we know it's not. The camera's angled down. But all they would have to do is something like this, is just take some daytime footage, but they've never done that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me catch up in chat. I'm so sorry, guys. We got so many people in here. Yes. So if anybody doesn't know why it says 2:23, is that's when the camera froze. Like the timestamp on the camera froze on 2:23.
Interesting.
The homeowners, talked about that. And then suspiciously, the day after he was reported missing on the 26th, which is on the Monday, the 27th, that camera went back to normal. So here, we'll look at this. But yes, this is not, this isn't lights moving on Friday, the 23rd. This is that Sunday morning or Monday morning.
Where's Sweet Soul?
It just, the timestamp froze. But I told you guys how because remember, that lovely PI that likes, hates the truth, I guess. I don't know. Tried to say that, this was happening just before the garbage truck comes at, around 5 a.m.
Nope.
but yet I told you guys how they would be able to figure it out because they had the MVR player, and you could break it down in hours or 24 hours. I don't know. I had the live show where I broke that all down. But anyway, but yes, this was really the 26th. We believe it was around 3 a.m. But again, yes, the timestamp and the date was frozen. Now, keep in mind, there is metadata, and unless they tinkered with that metadata, so even though they have the surveillance footage with the timestamp frozen, there could be metadata that they could pull from the footage, where it would actually just have the real date and time, unless it was severely hacked. And then if it was severely hacked, then you have to ask yourself, why? Who did that? All right, so continue on. So yeah, this is the first real screenshot we've ever seen. It's crazy. This is definitely, yeah, there's much more color to it. You'll notice we can actually see some white. And again, just looking at the timestamp, compared to what we had leaked out, it was it looked very grainy. And you can see much more detail over here. And there's something kind of interesting, and I just didn't have enough time because there was just so much to prepare for. So we'll have to do another show. Man, I really wish they would put this footage out. If it's nothing, so if anybody's wondering where that zoomed in a little bit faster. So this is where,
look. Okay, let me just show you this. Okay, look at this. This is the truck and all of that, right? This is the P-Foot's home back here, which is where the light and the fucking car is, right here, right? How is that on top of the fucking hill? Explain.
So if anybody's wondering where the screenshot, what part of the video the screenshot was taken, this is taken kind of just after subject 1 moves a fair distance away from the vehicles. And there's something that's already triggered the motion light on the garage. And if you missed out on how we figured out the motion light and how far away to, well, I wouldn't say how, we know exactly how far away to trigger it, but I'm pretty sure it's just set to from the road. But then you have to ask yourself, what triggered the motion light, right?
Exactly.
So here's
I was the first one to say, oh my God, it triggered a motion light. It triggered a motion light. Did that car, are you saying that car from behind the road with those lights, is that what did the motion light too? That's 300 yards away. Come on now.
Now overlaying it, and you can kind of see the details. Let me go full screen here. But yeah, the details on the vehicles definitely get a lot better. Sadly, of course, because this stuff is, the lights are still so much further away. There's still not, it's not like a person just all of a sudden now appears. But there is something in there, and I do think because the FBI has it, that they could obviously always enhance this. Footage is always getting, there's always better algorithms, programs out there that are literally just made to enhance dark security footage.
Hey guys, there is a child missing right now. A Amber Alert has went out in Florida, and it is Gianna Rodriguez. The Hollywood Police Department is asking for the public's help in locating 5-year-old girl who went missing. Detectives say Gianna Rodriguez was last seen in the area of 2900 Polk Street, Polk Street in Hollywood, Florida on Monday, September 8th, yesterday. She was last seen wearing dark shorts, a white and gray striped shirt, and white Crocs. According to police, she meets the criteria for a missing endangered juvenile. So not an Amber Alert, but a missing endangered juvenile. If you have any information about her whereabouts, please contact the Hollywood Police Department, 954-764-HELP, 954-764-4357, or call 911 immediately. Okay, take a good look at that right there. So I'll keep up to date with that. However, a truck in the neighborhood the night Sebastian went missing, according, yeah, and I say that's bullshit, in my opinion. Okay. All right.
Oh no.
Oh
no,
at this.
we're all good, man.
Look at the light kick on. Watch. Now you don't see it.
Oh no.
There you go.
We're all good, me and you.
There you go. Just see that light kick on?
Thank you.
Out of all of the times during the night at the 3 a.m. time, this is when a motion light kicks on. A motion light has to have what? Motion for it to kick on. Motion. Come on now.
Okay. So if you guys don't remember, those that may have forgotten.
You have to send it to me, Grace.
Here, let me go not full screen. So this is very important. So here's some of the leaked footage, right, that we've broken down. I'm not going to go over all of it, but I just want to go over a few things, right? And this is the first part of the leaked footage, and that is where the motion light gets activated. That was something that we I discovered a much longer time, because the film is so grainy as is that I didn't even realize that the motion light gets activated, and that is due because of obviously some kind of motion and likely a car turning onto Stafford. As you can see right there, the light gets turned on very slowly, right? There's nothing moving at this moment, right? The light,
well, that we can see. Guys, another thing right here. Take a good look at this. This is an Amber Alert for Samantha Shelley. Hold on. Let me pull this up better. Come straight back to this, I promise. Okay. Take a good look at this photo right here. This just went out 10 minutes ago. 8 years old, went missing today from Sneedville, Tennessee. Sneedville, Tennessee. Height 4'2", weight 55 pounds, hazel eyes, brown hair. An Amber Alert has been issued on behalf of the Hancock County Sheriff's Office for Samantha Shelley. Samantha is 8-year-old white female, 4'2", 55 pounds, with brown hair and hazel eyes. Samantha was last seen on September 9th in Sneedville, Tennessee. Samantha has a medical condition that may impair her ability to return safely without assistance. If you have seen Samantha or information regarding her whereabouts, please contact the Hancock County Sheriff's Office 423-733-2249, or you can call the 1-800-TBI-FIND at the TBI phone number, 1-800-TBI-FIND. Again, Hancock County Sheriff's Office, Detective Anthony Quadraki 423-733-2249 doesn't give anything about her, the situation around it. Time last seen, who was she with, what was she wearing, missing so much critical information, and they don't really. Someone says, I live in the area. I really think that they are assuming she has just wandered off, not necessarily abducted, or thinking the vehicle was in, or thinking a vehicle was involved. There's not nearly enough information, so it doesn't really say, you know, what's around it or anything like that. Yeah, tiny for her age. We'll stay on top of that as well.
The lights are now kind of either blocked by the ditch or whatever. They're going to pop up here in just a minute. This is likely, in my opinion, the car. And thanks to Silver's on the scene, they just accidentally did this experiment, not on purpose. They just happened to, I look back and they had done a drive. And Silver's too were driving the neighborhood at night just to kind of get an idea. And as they turned onto Kellen, literally just as they're turning onto Stafford from Kellen, they trigger the motion light. And so I'm like, the question is what triggers the motion light, right? Like, something has to be moving. It certainly isn't 300 yards in the neighborhood, like, you know.
That is exactly right, Chris. It's not 300 yards in the next neighborhood, through a full neighborhood, through the houses, through the trees and everything else. It wasn't that turned it on. I mean, this is so concerning to me. Not only for Sebastian, but just for missing children in general. Like, how does anyone believe that shit?
Oh, behind it, for sure. I'm pretty sure it's a vehicle, likely with the lights turned off, trying to, you know, suspiciously turn on to Stafford, and then the video unfortunately cuts off, and then it starts up just after the motion light has now turned off. So it tells me it's like whatever these lights and the vehicle were doing were clearly acting very suspicious. One second here. Now look how dark it is, right? He is now going to turn on to, and this is the house with the surveillance. Now imagine if he just kicked off his headlights, right? It'd just be complete pitch black. And they did this after I discovered, or before I discovered the motion light thing. And just as they turn that corner, now the light has moved. I don't know if the motion sensor has moved, but the light that like kicks on.
The light has moved, and the new camera has moved as well.
Now, keep in mind, this is after he, disappeared. And I'm assuming they probably put this light here because it's right under where the surveillance security camera is. And that would make sense because you want to have more light where your camera is pointing and stuff, right? And that's the only difference. The night he went missing, the light that turned on was over just on the opposite side of the garage. So right here. But immediately as they turn, they're like, oh, wow, that's interesting. And then we could see,
boom,
and
right
again,
there.
a huge shout out to Silvers. The only reason I even,
right there, mother chickens. What is that? That's the home right beside Edgar and KK's. Right beside Edgar and KK's, where thy garage is. Mother chicken.
a lot of people, give me credit for the 3 a.m. lights, breaking it down and stuff. But, a lot of credit really goes to Silvers, because I saw one of his videos where he's like, man, I kind of think the 2 lights, these 2 stationary floodlights are coming from this home here.
Look.
And then when he did,
You can see the fucking garage doors. Look. Hold on, I'm going to show y'all. One second. Let me show you this. Just to show you, because he's got his headlights on it a little bit right here. Look, you can see the garage doors right there. You see the garage doors? Duh. There you go. There you go. What the hell are they talking about?
did that
Oh, wait.
basic geometry, and then when he did that, and when you do some basic geometry,
Very basic. Watch it.
again, just some basic geometry, we know that, one of the trucks, now let me see, let me get the one that
Square. That's all you got to do.
actually this one actually might be better. So we know that there was 2 trucks, obviously, so say this one's just really just pointing,
What's wrong with
speed
you?
north, right? West, right? I'm dyslexic though. But so it's facing this way, right? Parallel with the road. Well, we know that when we look at their surveillance, that where the floodlight is.
Exactly. Fucking right. Here is the lights. Right? Here's the lights. Right here where my mouse is. Right here. You can see the 2 damn garage doors there too. Right? How is this light behind the house and you're saying it's up on the fucking hill and it's distorted? You got it distorted, brother. Mods, can y'all drop my email?
I mean,
please?
if you just draw a straight line from, actually, would it be easier from this one? Oh, I can't zoom in on this one. But obviously, if we drew just a straight line, I mean, it's just basic math, right? Just basic geometry. If we drew a straight line over, it'll likely take us to the source.
Right. If you okay, first instance, let's draw a straight line over there, right? Let's keep on going. The lights cannot be past. The lights they're saying is up here, but the actual lights are over here. It can't be across that line. It's very simple.
Of those lights, right? That's just kind of how basic geometry works. And when I did that, and then when I saw Silver's video, and I think this is the one before this where he drove the daytime, but he's like, man, I think the lights are,
You can't even
on
see
this
that. Look,
this garage here.
You can't even see nothing back through there. I mean,
And I'm like, then I basically just drew a straight line over. I'm like, well, that adds up, just basic geometry, because that's basically, of course, the truck wasn't parked this way, it's parked parallel, but still the roof would be about the same height, and we just draw a straight line over. Now I know that, the PI and nose team want to say that it's the guy walking his garbage can from here to here, but I could tell you that gets really confusing and disturbing, because as things get further away from us, those distances, right? Like if you're standing on railroad tracks, right? And you just watch them go into the horizon, those tracks literally eventually just meet up with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But does that mean that they really connect with each other?
No,
when your vision, when you go up to the horizon, when you're looking at tracks, you go down and you go to the horizon of your field of view, those tracks, go up. But obviously, of course they don't come together. They're always, so much feet apart. It's just as things get further away, those distances are shorter. So to say that some guy's walking his trash can from the driveway, well, this would be one hell of a driveway. This would be like, I don't know, 100-foot driveway, 100-yard driveway.
Bingo.
Because remember, this light is quite a bit out there. It's 100 yards out there. So I don't know if Fish Sticks ever thought about that in their team. Like, they're coming from all the way from this floodlight, and they're moving all the way over here. Now, obviously, whatever's closer to us is going to be, a certain size. But as we move it away from us, it gets smaller and smaller, even though it still retains its same size. But that's just how field of view works. So again, either this guy's got one of the longest driveways ever that we just don't know about, or it's because that driveway is above this field of view and they're completely wrong. And it's not. And it was what Nick Bear said originally, that it was just, pointing towards the backyard and there's lights moving. So continuing on, I'm sorry, I just had to kind of point that out.
Yeah,
but there is something in this a little photo that I do want to point out. Let's see here. So, of course, I've done so many different things with this Nick Barris, seeing where the two lights go. Again, if this was a guy taking out his trash can, what is the other person doing? Because there's two subjects.
Yeah, there's definitely two subjects. And how is this on top of the fucking hill? This is obviously higher, so the road has to be higher. How the hell is it up here when it's over here?
Subjects, right? And they're really technically coming together, but just at separate times. Of course, they don't answer that question. Nothing about a wife being out there or whoever. But here's the big one that I just blows me away. Why no one wants to touch on the other side, and why FBI would put this in there if this was like going to be debunked. And ask yourselves, and tweet this out, if you guys are on Twitter, is okay. They talk about this flashlight, say, oh, well, no, it's just a headlight of a truck.
Right, they are
well,
saying.
What about this big anomaly? Like, holy shit. Sorry for my language. Like, holy shit. What the hell is this thing? Like, what is this huge thing?
Exactly.
Why does none of them ever talk about this thing?
Thank you.
Right here.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Why? I have said this 1,000 fucking times. Why is nobody talking about the car now that went all the way up Kellen, turned their asses around, and then parked right there in front of the house? Remember what I said at the beginning of this stream. Remember what I said, right? About them going all the way up, coming all the way down. The neighbors, they told the neighbors to look their cameras for Sebastian. Everyone remembers that. Well, they were looking, and around 3 a.m., they saw a car pull up to their house. Someone get out. Someone go in the backyard. I mean, I haven't talked to anybody, the neighbors, in a long time. I need to call and do all that. But I can't imagine what they're thinking right now. I cannot imagine. They're like, well, no wonder this has not been solved. No wonder. Nobody's talking about the car, the headlights that kick on, the tail lights that kick on, the spotlight that kicks on. Unbelievable. This is really an injustice. I mean, this really is.
Like, yes, this is very exciting. Like this, moving flat. I'm pretty sure it's a flashlight, in my opinion. But what about this big anomaly that lights up? And then, when we did some small measurements, just, some, approximate measurements from what appears to be the headlight to a tail light. This is,
I guess that's the only thing to do next is the Department of Justice. I guess that's really it. That's really it at this point.
likely a car turning on its lights. Right.
I mean, I think at this point, they just don't want to be so fucking embarrassed.
Right after it waited for the motion light to turn back off, because they're like, oh shit, because as they turned the corner, they probably didn't realize that they were going to set off the motion light. And now they're sitting there waiting as these flashlights are moving left to right. Again, why has the FBI or that team that was out there, fish sticks, why don't they ever talk about this huge anomaly? Again, there isn't just the flashlight video. There's this huge anomaly that I'm pretty sure is a vehicle.
I mean, they're missing the forest. What does the saying go? They're missing the forest because of the trees. It's crazy to me. It's crazy.
You know, that is right next to this truck here. And of course, if we go back to the homeowner himself, he's been interviewed. Of course, nobody's, they were very respectful, at least my sources, and they just kind of, were out there doing some things. And, he was working on his boat, I think both times. I'm not sure. I know at least one time he was just out there on his boat, and, a certain somebody went up and, just asked him, like, what'd you see? And, he said, yeah, you can see somebody going left to right. Yep. Looks like two people.
Yep. Yep.
What looks like flashlights.
Yep.
Again, he didn't have all the answers. And then the biggest thing is like, yeah, there's a car that turns on that stops right in front of my mailbox. He said that like multiple times. And I'm sure
what did I just tell you? I've not even seen this video. What did I just tell you? I have not seen this video yet. Unbelievable. I feel like America, we used to like truth and what was just and what was right. But now it just seems like fucking cover it up.
Told Nick Barris this, and I'm so I'm blown away. Nick Barris is not clearly he had to have seen this footage.
Of course he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, Chris. Yes, he certainly did. I mean, this is crazy. It is unbelievable to me that we have the video. We know what the neighbors have in their possession, have seen with their own eyes, and they're saying, no, it's a truck up on the hill in the next neighborhood. And you see, what really bothers me is they put this out to the masses. And it's hard to go back and say, oh, we were wrong. It wasn't a tree. We were looking at it wrong. It wasn't distorted. Because if this ever goes to trial, they're going to say, well, this date you said it was distorted. Why are you, let's say they retract their statement, right? And this does go to trial. They do figure out what happened to Sebastian. It's going to be, well, in September, you put out that it was a truck back there. You were so sure of yourself. You debunked it. That's what really pisses me off. For them to be believing this behind the scenes, which I knew that there is some tug of war going on, I'll just say, and that's as little bit as I can say, between parties in this case. And them doing that behind the scenes is one thing, but them to put this out is what really, I feel like, can really hurt the case, in my opinion.
Like, but he left this out. And it's like, why? Now, I understand, because it's like, if it was like early on in the investigation, you know, you got like a video.
Yeah, they'll talk about they'll talk, oh, it's headlights in the background. Well, what about the fucking headlights that's right in front of you? What about those fucking headlights? And those headlights where the car is, it's behind the car, not up on the hill. Thank you, Carmelita, honey. Justin, thank you for talking about Sebastian's case. I think of him every day. Love you. Love you too, Miss Carmelita. Thank you so much, honey bunnies. Appreciate you very, very much. They do. They do. What do you mean by that, Bogey Baby? Do you think there's anything to find, as in a little bit deeper? What do you mean by that?
Vehicle, like, I totally get that, but like, ask yourself, like, forget the flashlights moving left to right. Look at this huge anomaly that lights up.
Same thing. Again, I knew this months ago that there was, all I can say is, things going on between parties. TBI, FBI, local law enforcement, all that. But all I can say is, what about the fucking car in front of us? What about the car in front of us? Once they talk about the headlights, but then they don't talk about the car. What they say, the headlights, and when it's actually flashing.
We know this thing's like right next to this vehicle. Like, it's not far away. This is literally 100 feet from the camera.
Yeah, exactly. And it's right behind that truck, right where the road is. Like, how are people that is supposed to be solving crime agreeing that it's headlights in a neighborhood behind the neighborhood? And there's a car right in front of us. The light kicks on, the motion light kicks on. Seconds after that, the headlight kicks on. Someone was getting in that car. Boom, the light kicks on. Boom, the headlights kick on. Boom, the taillights kick on. What's wrong with the truth, people? I don't give a fuck who it is in those whatever, but it's the truth. There's a car right there. It's truth that the motion light kicked on. It's just the truth. No matter if it's, Billy Bob down the lane, he's right there. This should be concerning for everybody. This should be concerning for everybody, especially people in Tennessee. Especially people in Tennessee.
Give or take. And I'd have to like measure it. But and it's just happens to be like from that what appears to be the headlight and the tail light. If you measured the distance, because again, now of course, you know, from the camera, this appears to be about somewhere between 14 to 15 feet, which I said like a long time ago. I'm like, I did like a little measurement, you know, and again, I'm not saying it's exact, but that is like the average size of, I think it's like 15 feet, give or take. It's like the average size of a medium sedan.
Well, I'm just saying, if I were a parent of Sebastian and this was my home and I knew I was 100% innocent, I would be raising hell about this, because clearly someone is in your neighborhood at 3 a.m. Clearly someone is in the backyard. Clearly there's a car there. You see it with your own eyes. The neighbors have the whole footage and they know what they know. I'll just say that. And law enforcement saying, get some headlights up on the hill. But in my opinion, individuals don't want this to be what it really is. Because if I was KK, I would be very interested in this vehicle at 3 a.m. the night your son goes missing. Wouldn't you be interested? There's a neighborhood, there's someone that pulls up on the beginning of the street, caddy corner, to where you live. And you say Sebastian took a flashlight and there's two flashlights crossing each other like that. And you're not interested? Makes no sense to me. I don't understand, other than I understand.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I agree, Shannon. Or Sharon, I'm sorry. Chris, they didn't debunk the car, so therefore they believed there was a 3 a.m. car there. I mean, you could take it that way. I mean, and Chris, they didn't debunk the car, so therefore they believed there was a 3 a.m. car there. I mean, you could take it that way.
You could take it that way, but why are they not mentioning it? And also, I don't actually, I understand what the person's saying, but you can't take it that way either, right? Let's do basic geometry, right? Here to the lights, right? Here's the car. They're saying the lights is up here. It can't pass that line. The lights are behind this imaginary line. Lights are behind it. How is it up on the fucking hill? So they're together. They're together, essentially.
I mean, and I don't know. Like, to me, because like I'm glad that they actually have the original footage. That's the big thing, right?
Release the original footage. If it's absolutely nothing, and Mr. Craddock, you said you couldn't tell us what it was. You said you could not tell us what it was. Now you're saying you can tell us what it was. You said you don't know. We don't know what we don't know. And now you're saying it's a light in the neighborhood behind. Except the lights are to the right, and that would be to the left.
Judy, thank you so much for becoming a member. God bless.
This is what it is. I mean, no business.
Yeah,
at all.
100%. It's a vehicle. And it's the vehicle that literally set off the motion light, and then they waited. And then guess what's going to happen? We have one more clip, right, that was leaked out. Now, right now, the motion light sensor's off, right? But clearly, they're in panic mode. So right now, as you can see, the motion light is now back off. This would be so amazing to see without the unedited version. It'd be so nice to see the original version, because I'm sure we'd be able to see a lot more. But yeah, notice we got that. We don't have the green hue as we do in that new original. But so there, the vehicle kicks on, and then as I said, like, I'm pretty sure they just paused the video right here and then tried to zoom in, because I think.
Wow, Tracy, I wrote Billy a letter about this case and never heard anything back.
They're trying to show the vehicle, but didn't realize that, like, of course, they're, it's a dark video, and they're probably doing it with light, and so it's really, because I don't think. I'm assuming you can probably see the vehicle, like kind of make out more of the outline of the vehicle, but because I don't know why else you would try to zoom in, because clearly you would have seen this first before you would record it on the cell phone, right? So I think you can at least see the outline of the vehicle in probably the original. Are you going to be able to make out the exact model or anything? I'm sure that's probably a lot harder.
Oh shit, fuck, I was muted. Sorry. I've been muted that whole time. Fuck me running. Okay. So this is I need a smaller. Let me see if I can. Well, let me make this smaller. Okay. Sorry, guys. Let me see if I can get a better line than this. Here. Anyway, well, okay, here's the camera. We know that these are the lights right here, right? The car is behind, right? So wherever these lights are from behind the car, it has to be to the right side, not to the above the line where the neighborhood is. Can't be. It can't be at all. This car is right here. The lights have to be somewhere in here. Period. It can't be behind that line. Can't be. Yeah, not me muted, I know. It's a very, very, very quick.
There's one other thing I was going to say about that. Oh, and then the footage just after the car is gone, which is the footage where the person's running back, you can see
right here's the camera. Right here, you can tell where the two garage doors are right there, right? This is the truck. Right behind it is the vehicle, right? The lights are back here in this triangle. It's not up on the hill.
That the motion light has now been activated. The car's not there anymore, which tells us that it likely had backed up, because clearly we don't see any lights around, because clearly there's nothing here. I mean, it's always possible the car could...
Which is what we have said from day one. The car backed up and left the neighborhood. Right? After it did what it did, one person got in the vehicle after it looked like individuals were around the trunk. It backs up and leaves. And then what do you see? One person running back toward the home. Now, I've always said, and this is my opinion, one of the reasons why I believe, like I was saying a minute ago, if that was one of your children went missing that night and you saw a car there, you would be highly interested in it. You would be very highly interested in, but there's one person running back toward the house. And that's why I believe you're going to see individuals stay silent on this.
It took off forward, but we've heard that it just probably backed up and turned back onto Kellen. And then we have the individual running back. Yeah, I don't know how that works. I would be nice if that was if it was that easy. But again, ask yourself, like, if this is them debunking the footage, they're literally referencing some of the worst recreations. One, the 300 yards.
I swear I wish they would let a few of us do a presentation for them. Let us do a presentation for you, please. We'll come there and we'll do a presentation. I don't understand. I got your email. but I don't understand what you're saying. Hold on. I just emailed you back. I just emailed you back there.
Truck headlights, the street atop the hill, which of course the camera is not pointed up there. It's pointed down towards the driveway. The camera's not looking up there, even though that one team, clearly. And then of course they clearly showed that they have the original footage. All they have to do is just go, I cannot believe this is literally what they're talking about. This is the topography. And this is because that's, like I said, this is 300 yards away. I am so dumbfounded that they actually tried to use this. But again, there's no mention of, of course they show they circle one thing in the image, but they don't show the, sorry, let me just move this over. They don't show, that anomaly, the vehicle, right? Which again, what the hell is that thing? This is the craziest case. It is, and I swear to God, what got me started back on this case? And the reason why I stopped looking at the footage is because of literally, and I'm not really blaming GH, because he was just kind of going off what apparently Crispy told him, and in a way it kind of made sense, but then when I would after a couple months and covered some other cases, and I was man, I was watching season show where they basically just
See No Evil. Oh my God, yes, Chris. See No Evil is a wonderful, wonderful true crime show. It's a show where the crime is caught on cameras. One of my, definitely in my top 3 true crime shows. They did one that's called Hear No Evil too, but it's an amazing show. You can watch it here on YouTube. That's where I've always watched it. And he's right. And they've been, I'm telling you, they have solved some amazing cases where things don't look like they are, and they are. And, they're saying our vision is distorted. Bitch, I have astigmatism, but it's corrected. I got glasses on. Okay? Nothing is fucked up here.
Bust criminals using surveillance footage, and it's amazing. Just the little minute footage that they have caught criminals with, and some really disturbing cases, and they've had to look at it over and over, and it's just little pixels that show something that they were looking at for God knows how many hours, and then it's just finally just they look at it another time, and then they're oh my gosh, I see something that
Yes, and you can do that. And I hope that the problem is, it's even if they do see it, by them putting this out already, it hurts the case. Because if they see something later, they see it a different way later, then it's still going to hurt the case. But they're going to be well, in September of 2025, you guys said your vision is distorted. I get so pissed over this, because they're trying to tell us that we're not seeing what we know. They're trying to tell us that the neighbors who live there, who was the one that showed them this, are not seeing what they saw.
Was there, but And then that's what made me, I'm like, God, like this doesn't really line up. Like the garbage can that, like, why is he coming from this angle? This isn't even the angle that, you know, the camera's pointed. And then that's when I, you know, I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a crack at it. And then it's like, oh, this guy's like way off. And those lights are much closer. And then when you listen to Nick Barris, it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. It's facing towards the backyard of Rogers. I love that show. Yeah, that show like is amazing. Yeah, shout out to that show. Let's see. There's one other thing. Oh, zooming in on it. So because I didn't get a lot of time to actually like play with it. And I don't want to get like, because you know, I've always
Oh shit, I was muted again. Mohawk, are you in here? What was that one show or that one creator that you can see them walking across? Brandy something.
tried to been like real with you guys, and I don't try to push stuff that I don't think is, you know, because I know a lot of times people have tried to zoom in on things, and I think they are trying to help, but you know, they're it's kind of like the whole Ruckus video, right, where they zoomed in on the floodlights, you know, but because, you know, even
I don't believe the Ruckus video at all.
Enhance this.
All right, look at this right here.
So, of course,
they're saying this is up here on the hill. I mean, look at this. This is to the right. The road is up here.
So here's me zooming in. There's something interesting in here, and I haven't even like really gotten to like enhance this. Again, I don't know how much I can enhance, but there could be a little bit. But there is something interesting. Now, again, it could be a number of things, but we're slowly zooming in here, and I appreciate everybody, and I apologize. I'm rambling on. Try to read more chat here. But you're going to notice the main source of light here, but there is something behind it that appears to be illuminated.
Yep.
A bit. Or when, you know,
hold on.
Like,
come on.
Picked up. Could just be pixels around that light. Again, it could just be pixels that are just kind of being picked up. I you know, again, if it was a video and that thing stayed uniform, you could almost say like, oh, well, this could be like part of the person's like shirt or hand, or, you know, again, keep in mind this light is so far away. Like this, if this was a human being, which is good chance there is, this person would be very small. It'd be like a stick figure, like, you know. But it's interesting that you can kind of see something behind the light, which does excite me, because I always kind of wondered, like, if we had the original footage, what else could we see in it? And I do think there probably is stuff in there. So I do apologize if you're on your cell phone. I guess I should have zoomed in some more. But it is there. There is like some kind of pixels behind the light source. Again, it could be a number of things. Maybe I could run it through AI, because obviously we've never had this photo before. Is the lights reflecting off a window? I don't think so, unless you're talking about a different light, girl mom. Yeah, I think it's just pitch blackness. Yeah, unless you're mentioning something over here, but yeah, you can definitely tell that, this is definitely the original footage. It's got more color to it. Unfortunately, it's kind of a 50-50 bittersweet, because I wish it was like the ring camera footage that we know that like SF has, and hopefully it's turned over to the proper authorities, because that footage, from across the street and behind the home, that's in nighttime mode. So that's going to pick up things even further away, especially like if somebody's walking around with a flashlight, it's going to pick up any white and black very prominently. That's what it's made for. These color night modes, they're more useful when you actually have really good spotlights that are shining towards what you're recording. And unfortunately, it's, they just didn't have the best lighting.
1 second.
Has said it multiple times. Like, yeah, there's a car in my. Go back to that on tomorrow or Monday.
All right, here we go. Watch this.
Yeah, what about, I just wonder, does the FBI flashlights, and then here's another thing. I just wonder, does the FBI know, so again, just in case if you,
I don't understand why the back of the house of the Proudfoots would be blurred for privacy. What is, I mean,
miss this. Let me make sure I got this. Should I do it this one? So remember, this is from our favorite PI, right? Who his client is Sebastian Rogers, right? Not the people paying him. Suspiciously tried to claim that, like, hey, there's nothing going on here. Look, it's 306. There's nobody running around with flashlights. And the reason he put a blur here is just as important as why he put a blur here. And this footage, in a nutshell, and I do wonder, and I hope that the FBI has this, and if not, maybe we need to send something over to him, because I don't think I have. I know I've mentioned the Katie light thing, but one thing that we've kind of discerned from this footage, so for those that don't know the context, this was, something that just before the anniversary, just before the anniversary, SF put out to try to say, like, hey, look, it's 307 a.m. There's nothing going on here, but I'm just going to blur everything, right? Trust me, bro. And then a channel with that group later on, either the same day or during that week, released the unedited version along with some other clips. Oh, gosh. I'm sorry. Oops.
Yep, he sure did.
Here we go.
That way. So,
and it was only, so we had like 3 main clips, right? Yeah. So there's the unedited one at night. It looks a little different, right? Because he just had brightened it up. But we see Kitty's light on, right? And
it sure is on when she should have been sleeping. I got you, Terry.
And so if this is at 3:06 and 51 a.m., well, this kind of combats Kitty's alibi, right? Mm-hmm. Was it she's supposed to be in bed?
Correct.
And kind of weird. We've got a car at 3:10 a.m. Driving around.
Yeah. Why is her bedroom light on at 3 a.m. and why is there a car with the lights on there on the corner at 3 a.m. that nobody wants to talk about? I mean, like, what is going on?
And then it's this footage, right? It's the type of footage that he got from this home that's literally facing the backyard. It isn't the whole 24-hour footage. I'm almost like 99% sure of that.
Well, yeah, we was the one that talked about, because I was the one that noticed that after Sebastian went missing, after she leaves the Texas Roadhouse, she does not have a watch on in any picture or video until June or July of 2024. Nothing. She has no Apple Watch on until June or July of 2024. Yeah. Yep, that's right, Kathy. And you can go back years. We've did it on this channel. You can go back years in every one of KK's videos, photos. She has that Apple Watch on. Not till July. Yep. When the daughter visits. Yep. That's the first time she's got that watch on. Well, Sherry, she didn't until the night after. She had it on the night of the Texas Roadhouse. After Sebastian goes missing, she doesn't have it on until July. Now, every picture she has on after July, she's got it on. Every picture and video before Texas Roadhouse, she's got it on. Very interesting.
Because I don't know why he just wouldn't have grabbed like a 3 a.m., a 3:05, or a 3:10 clip and time-stamped it and put that out to say, hey, look, there's nothing going on at 3:10, because we always kept saying 3:10, but he picks 3:06, or 3:07 a.m. And it was clear. When looking...
Yes, and she has always worn a beige strap. Always.
Back... in this photo here, where is it?
One time, but
one of the three photos. This is the other one. Now the moon is going down. This is more like 5 a.m. I got to look at my thing, but there's a cat right here. I've done a video on this.
Yep, I've talked about this so many times as well. It picks up a cat, but it doesn't pick up Sebastian. On this update, it says confirmed, no one seen entering or leaving the house the night Sebastian disappeared. Well, mother chicken, someone did something. Either Sebastian walked out on his own, or someone took him out, but someone did something. You got to get out somehow.
No, it's kind of hard to see. This is not the original video that I did for this, but this is a cat. It's clear. You can see the tail and everything, the legs. It's walking up the stairs, which tells me that these clips that he got are motion activated. So something happened at 3:06 and basically 3:07. That he decided to blur out, which I'm sure is probably a light turning off or on, because that's what was happening on the other side around between 9 and midnight, or even a little bit later, but really 9 and midnight, that it was facing the house, the same kind of ring camera. So they're kind of like, there's a ring camera on the other side facing the front of the home. And then this person here's got kind of a even better ring camera. At least from what the AI could tell, and they're both in nighttime mode, and so clearly it's picking out the whites and the blacks. And what was triggering the front was every time Katie was turning on the kitchen light and the dining room light.
Yep. Remember? Yep. I have talked about this as well. anytime a light would go on or off in KK's house, the light across the street would pick it up. It would sense it as motion. It would sense it as motion, and therefore it captured that, right? So law enforcement should know every single time a light went on or off in that house. Yeah. Yeah. I've said it so many times. So many times. We know what time the lights went on, what time the lights went off. And it should be precise with KK's account, right? Should be precise with it. Right? I went to bed at midnight. Midnight. No, she says it.
And turning it off and on. And remember, we've heard from Sweet Pilo saying, yeah, like, and her times were exact. Like, they were spot on. Like, so far back in March, or yeah, late March, April. And I think this is the exact same thing. Is Fish Sticks got motion activated clips, and then somebody else got some screenshots of them and was playing around with them, and they got upset at that person and they took that live down, which, you know, again, so much for transparency, right? I think, you know, does the FBI know that these clips are out there and these are motion activated? Like, do they have this stuff? Because if you guys don't recall, like, he did an interview saying, like, well, I'm not really working with law enforcement. You know, we're not working together. I don't know how that helps Sebastian Rogers. If you come across footage, clearly you don't take footage seriously. We've addressed that so many times.
When did you send it, Abigail?
That I don't even want to get into it. I'm sure most of you guys know what I'm talking about, but that's crazy. So anyway, man, I wish we could have gone over more. And then, of course, the green hoodie person, like everything that At Night put out about the green hoodie, like that kind of puts me back on the green hoodie person. Hey, Louise, good to see you. So let me read chat for a second here.
Sebastian's disappearance that same night. However, when law enforcement further investigated the video, they disproved this theory. The dark sky and camera angle combined.
Yeah, I don't know.
When they examined the video in relation to the topography of
it's such a weird
they
post.
found that the lights were actually coming from a pair of truck headlights flickering through the trees from a street atop a hill about 300 yards.
Yeah.
Law enforcement further investigated to confirm that the flashlights were actually headlights.
Time and a nighttime, and then just do an overlay with, you know, kind of like, just like this, how I have it right here. Like, this is perfectly, well, it's not 100% lined up because I know I zoomed in a little bit, but so you can see the trees kind of off a little bit. Let me check my email. So again, I'm checking my email real quick here. And thank you to my wonderful mods Saturday night.
Oh, shit, sorry, I was muted again. I'm bad tonight about muting. God. I've played this 1,000 times, but I think it's important. because
Speaking on the flashlight / garbage truck video of the home surveillance that is looking at Sebastian Rogers' home, I am about to show you what I have found.
look at this light. Look, they're saying this light right here is the double garage door, right? This light, they are saying, is up. I say it 1,000 times, guys. I just can't believe that they're
We are
saying.
going to enlarge and slow down this video. Sit back and watch. It will surprise you. These big lights could be a garbage truck. I'm not sure, but I think
this is an old video, but these are the
that they are lights
Gotcha.
on one of the houses, and I believe they are on the Proudfoot's home, and they are stationary. They do not.
They're not the Proudfoot home. They're the home next to it, where the driveway goes in right there, and there's 2 garage doors.
Move. Now, if you pay attention to the rest of the screen, the other 2 sources of light that you are going to see moving across the screen.
This is a very small clip, so it repeats
I
itself.
will enlarge it. I'll slow it down some, but I will point it out
See right here, 1.
to you in just a minute that these are people. That is 2 people with some kind of light source. Could be a cell phone, could be a flashlight. I don't know.
You can see them moving along
But it is 2
right there.
people with a light source. And they are walking back towards those big lights.
See that? See the head, the arm, the legs.
Which are right at the Proudfoot's home. J for Justice showed us where a light filter over it. You can go to her channel to see that. But if you pay close attention here and watch at
Look at their head. It's like a light on the head or something. You can see the arms, you can see the hand, the legs.
as the light moves across the screen. When it reaches
little
the
clip
top
that
of the
repeats
screen,
itself.
if you watch in front of those big lights, right here in a second, it's about to walk in front of those big lights, and you will
See that?
then
You can see the arm moving,
be
swinging.
able to see that it is a person. You can actually tell it's a person even before then, about midway to the lights.
See it move? You can see it move exactly like. You can see the arm swinging. You can see it all.
But watch closely, and you're going to see this person walk in front of those big lights right there. Right there. You see?
You can actually see someone, their head, go, and it's going toward the light.
Pause it. If you need to, you can enlarge your screen and take a look at it. Even
You can see the head. You can see the head right there.
slow it down on your end
Right there. Again, it's a
and
small
take a
clip.
look at it. Look right now. There it goes. It's about to cross in. Okay.
You can see
Here, I'm bringing it to you. Now watch. That is a person right now standing
Yep.
in front
You can see them. They're standing in front of the light. The other person.
of that light source. I have inserted a
Right there. Right there.
enlarged still shot of the
Right
video
there.
where you
One's right
can
here.
actually see that is a person standing about midway of the screen right now. And I understand that we've been told it's a garbage truck. We've been told it's not relevant, amongst other things. But what I'm telling you is that video doesn't.
Oh, I don't think it's Sebastian at all walking. I don't think it's Sebastian at all walking right there, but I don't know if I can find it quick enough or not, because I don't want to hold y'all up or anything, but I have I've cleaned it up, and I can show you a really, really good outline of said individual. Let me find it 1 second. I might have it here. There's so much to this case, it's crazy. 1 second. Yeah, I mean, there's two people there. It's 1000% there are two people. I think here it is. I think I got it now. But let me show you. It went from a trash truck to what else did they say it was? Something else. I can't even remember what they said it. What all they said it was. Trash truck, and then just craziness. Okay. Almost there. I haven't been through these in a long time. There's been so many other cases recently. 2 seconds. I know I got it here. Somewhere. Okay. Look at this. This is the same thing she was showing, right? Head, arms, legs. You can see it completely. Right there. Again, let me make it bigger. That's my really bad outline of it. 1 second here. God, there's so much. This case, I need to go through. Car, truck facing. Here we go. Maybe. 1 second. I mean, come on, get on. All right, look at this. Watch this. You can see someone there. Those are the two lights with the heat sensors. You can see the person there. You can see their whole outline. Right here. You can see someone's hand. You can tell they got something over. You can tell they got a strap over their head. Like a heat, like a, not a heat, like a band that holds your, that holds a light on. You can tell the band is over their head. Look at there. See? You can see their neck. You can see it's got turned. You can see they got something over their forehead. You can see their hand. You can see their legs. All of that. Get it? I mean, you can clearly see. Yeah, I got Terry's pictures. I'm gonna have to look at them before I show them. Like, I'll have to look at him. I'll have to talk to her before I show him. Yeah, I mean, I think Seth just needs to get a hold of the Department of Justice. You can clearly see. Clearly see. All right, look at this. Hold on. Wait. Oh shit, how do I pause this? Right, here's the lights of the driveway. How is something over here supposed to be up here? I mean, it's basic geometry. It's basic geometry. It's basic logic. Right there. Again, behind the lights. I don't know how it's distorted. The only thing that is distorted is you wrapping your distorted mind to think it's something else. Look at those lights. Hold on. Watch. 3, 2, 1. Boom. There you go. 3, 2, 1. Boom. I know she said I could show them, but I want to. I don't just, show anything. I want to see what it is before. See that? Watch. Watch the lights come on. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Look at there. Someone right in the neighborhood. Headlights, taillights. It's clear as day. Clear as day. Look at here. You can see. Watch him. You can see him walking across. You can see someone going up there. You can see their head popping through. They're walking across right there. Boom. Two people wearing headlamps. Or at least one, you see it? You can just see them walking across. There you go. They're just walking right across. There you go. It's crazy to me. Absolutely crazy. Here is a photo. I've got so much on this case. Here's a photo of during the daytime. I should probably send this to the mob crew. I don't know if he has this or not. Why not turn the lights on? Exactly. Never give up. Exactly. Exactly. And I mean, I've got a picture of, I don't know if it's in this one or not, but I've got a picture of the trash truck there. They don't come at 3 a.m. They certainly don't come at 3 a.m. It's actually, I think, a video, and it's got the trash truck is there one of the trash trucks is there during daylight hours, like early morning, but it's daylight outside. It's just craziness to me. This was across the house with the from Sebastian's home. And that's when I went to North Carolina, and they thought there was a sighting of Sebastian. All the cameras, all of these are cameras in the neighborhood. It's craziness. There's a car. Oh, Betty was saying something earlier. She said, let's see this. Watch this. Watch this. Light kicks on right there. Light kicks on. Watch this. Lights moving around. Look at there. Lights kick on. Watch this. Motion light kicks on. Why? Why does the motion light kick on? Because there's a car there and someone in that area. And oh, look at the fucking flashlights with people walking around. Right there. That's why the motion lights kick on. I mean, who are they trying to convince? Maybe the general public. The people that aren't, deep in this case. Flashlight, the light kicks on. Oh, look. There we go. A few seconds later, bam, this light kicks on. Dark, light. You're going to see it. Here we go. Movement. Really sad, man. Really, really sad. There we go. There we go. Mm-hmm. You can do, there's headbands like this. Also where KK worked. There's, what do they use? Headlamps. Headlamps. Bless little Sebastian's heart. I don't even know what the hell's up in here. Look, that's right behind the house there. Just craziness. Look at the watch KK's got on right there. I don't even know. I got a crazy amount of stuff. Truly just crazy. Watch this. Is Miss E in here? Thank you, Nana Rocks, for the thumbs up. You know, I have never thought it's either, I just don't do like the conspiracy shit or anything like that. Never have been one to be like that. But in this case, it's either, in my opinion, corruption or ill-informed, one or the other. That's the only thing I can think of. That's it. August 22nd, 2025, there were remains found behind McDonald's and Waffle House 10 miles southwest, I believe. Wells of Hendersonville might have. You think so, Brenda? Oh, Brenda, can you text me? I would like to hear about that. I would like to hear about that, truly. I haven't seen receipts, but I saw a TikTok today pointing fingers at Bobby's oldest son and his girlfriend. They have nothing to do with it. Nothing. No. I mean, they said Bobby's son was doing some stuff. It was just some crazy ass stuff. Justin, you don't think he was taken out by the way of Ward Road instead of driving right in the neighborhood? There's some things I just can't say publicly anymore. But I do believe he was taken out. Absolutely. I don't believe Sebastian was alive by the time the sun came up that morning. I'll say that. Hey, Brenda, can you text me or email me? I'm the only one who believes this isn't a missing child's case, but a planning missing child's case. A lot of people, I think actually most of you probably believe it is pre-planned. I actually don't. I know most of you probably do, but I actually don't think it was a pre-planned. I think they wanted him out, personally. Hey, PG, little girl, good to see you. But I think they wanted him out. I think that they were sick of him. But I think because of they wanted him out and they were sick of him, in my opinion, I think KK and Edgar's relationship was very much on the rocks because of Sebastian, a lot of it. And you know, I know allegedly Edgar left not too long before Sebastian went missing, and allegedly KK and Edgar were fighting, and there was allegedly things heard by certain neighbors that that's, you know, that was how can I say this, that indicated Sebastian was a big problem in their relationship. But I think I still think someone snapped. Hey Pamela, hey Justin, you have an early view of a clearly defined person walking outside the home. I have been wanting to see that again. Hope you are well. Thank you so much, honey. Was it the one I just showed? Was it the one I just showed? I've got so much on this case, guys. And like I still say, Edgar did not go back to Mississippi by himself. He did not go back to Mississippi by himself. There was 2 people with him that evening. And once I heard him say, we went down there. We weren't down there. I don't know. Maybe we were down there? Maybe, I don't know. We were down there 19 hours. Oh, and I say we. Me. KK wasn't with me. It took months to find out, but that is one thing that I will say with all my heart. He was not alone that evening. And why the hell do you need 2 people with you that evening? You've been home 1 solid day, and then you go back down and get this motorhome that you yourself said that you bought months in advance, the rent. Sweet soul, there were 2 individuals with him, and one, they were family. They were family. I don't think I mean, why do you need family to go down there with you for that? And more importantly, why would you just not say someone went down there with you? Cruella 1, Sweet Soul. Cruella. And that's 100. 100. Okay, thank you, Raw. I got that. Human skull found 100 feet from severely decomposed headless body in wooded area behind Nashville McDonald's. A human skull was found not far from where a woman discovered a headless body in Nashville at around 10:30 a.m. local time on Friday, August 22nd. Police responded to a call from a woman who came across a, quote, severely decomposed grouping of skeletal remains in a wooded area behind a McDonald's in Dickerson Pike. The Metro Nashville Police Department announced in a press conference per Fox Nashville. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Holy shit, it's midnight. Midnight! When KK does that. Thank you, Brenda, baby. Someone sent it to me just now. Thank you so much. Love. Good to see you. Oh, he had fixers. All right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, Miss E, you can go back. I have go back about 8 18 months, 19, how many months? 18 months in my playlist. And there's so much to this case. There's a lot. This case is very interesting because I've never seen, I mean, Summer Wells was really bad, but not as bad as this. Locked and loaded on what? What part are you talking about?
Some pretty disturbing details this evening. Police are investigating a decomposed body that was found without a head off of Dickerson Pike. Thank you for staying with us tonight on WSMV4 at 5 o'clock. I'm Lydia Fielder.
And I'm Marius Payton. Our Dryden Quigley talked to those who worked just feet away from where the body was found, and they tell us they were shocked.
It was around 10:30 this morning that police say they got a call from a woman who was in the woods behind a McDonald's when she made a horrific discovery. As Tom Kesey stepped outside of work, the first thing he saw was police cars.
I was walking out of the building. I was getting ready to go to a meeting, and I saw...
Locked and loaded, if you're talking about someone going with him, is that what you mean? Yes. 100. 2 people were with him that evening.
The vehicles out here, and was wondering what was going on.
Across the street, police had found a severely decomposing body back in the woods. Then, about 100 feet away, closer to the McDonald's, they found a skull.
It is unclear at this point who this person is, how this person got there.
They don't know the gender or age and haven't confirmed yet if the bones and
2 people was with him, so a total of 3 people together, but 2 people was with him. Does that make sense?
and skull are the same person. Police also said there wasn't any evidence that anyone was living in these woods.
Given the heat and the woods and the nature of...
No, Elisa, I think we're talking about whenever Edgar went back to get his motor or his 5th wheel. I know, Brenda, it's bad. Regardless of whoever this is, it's someone's loved one that they're missing. You know what I mean? It's really sad.
How this person was found, it's extremely difficult for officers to see and for our CSI team to photograph and capture.
When Tom learned what they found, he said he couldn't believe it.
It's pretty gory. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't even know what to say.
From now on, he says he'll be paying closer attention to his surroundings.
You know, we live in a big city. You know, I don't want to say killings are normal, but a headless body, that's the next level.
Police are still trying to figure out how long this person has been here for, and
Now, it says headless body, but it said the body was off. But just because it's headless doesn't mean the person was decapitated. I want to tell you that. Many times the skull will fall off once you are dead, and animals can shake things apart. Yeah, the skull was by it. Yeah. Yeah, they'll be able to get DNA, of course. Yeah.
who they are. In North Nashville, Dryden Quigley, WSB4.
Let's see. Did they ever find out who it was? Okay, 1 second. One second.
Talked to people who work just feet away and say they are shocked.
It was around 10:30 this morning.
It's what's sad. I have a little twisted sense of humor sometimes. What's sad is it was really close by McDonald's and you couldn't tell the difference in a decomposed body and the McDonald's food.
That police say they got a call from a woman who was in the woods behind a McDonald's when she made a horrific discovery. When police got there, they found a severely decomposing body back in the woods. Then, about 100 feet away, they found a skull. They don't know the gender or age and haven't confirmed if the bones and skull are the same person. They also said there wasn't any evidence that anyone was living in these woods. For those who work nearby, like Tom Kesey, this news was disturbing.
When I was walking out of the building, I was getting ready to go to a meeting, and I saw the vehicles out here. And
yeah, for severely, I mean, honestly, it doesn't take very long to severely decompose in the summer. I'll just say that. But that makes me think now, if it was decomposing, it doesn't say skeletal remains. And that's how, so that tells me, in my opinion, just the way they were wording it, that this might have been a decapitation.
was wondering what was going on. It's pretty gory. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't.
Everyone's like, why is he smiling? Yeah, it's pretty gory. Yeah, but he's like, I'm like, what the hell's wrong with Mr. Happy Guy? Cause I'm happy. He's got pretty.
I don't even know what to say.
Police are still trying to figure out how long this person has been here for and who they are. In North Nashville, Dryden Quigley, WSB4.
Oh my God.
Right.
I have to keep it. Thank you for mentioning that, Brenda. I appreciate it. I'll give much respect. Fighting for his son. Yeah. Yep. He is the only one that is out here still talking about his son. I find it interesting that FBI and Eric Craddock gives this update after Seth was out there protesting. Brenda, how you doing, girl? How you doing? The body turned out to be a homeless person, I believe. Really, I was going to see if there was an update on it. That would make sense, Honey Badger. That would make sense. You know, sometimes they might be close to like a restaurant or something like that. There's a lot of people that live, you know, that don't have a roof over their heads. It's sad. No wondering. She did. I don't think. There were so many people there. I know his sister did. Do the parents still have puppies? What do you mean puppies? Oh, absolutely, Terry. Absolutely, 1,000%. Justin, there's a video they put a deer out that was dead to see how long it took to get to bones, or what, 10 days. Yep, I'm telling you. If you die and you're in Tennessee, anywhere in the South, warm, anywhere in the summer, warm, really, but oh, thank you, Sassy. Good. Sebastian's puppies. I think you might be thinking about Summer Wells. There was puppies in that case. But within 3 days, you're going to be able to smell very far away. Very, very far away. Maybe within 2 days. It's going to be bad. No, you can't just drop somebody off at the body farm. There's a lot of paperwork. You have to have all that stuff done before you die. Sebastian's dogs locked up when you mean their two dogs. I don't know if they still have them, to be honest with you. I really don't. I mean, they got rid of his cats. That's when he was in California. Thank you guys on Facebook for watching me. Appreciate it. I'm on Facebook now too. What's a body farm? A body farm is there's one in Tennessee. There's a few around the United States. It's where when you die, it's a facility. It's an outdoors. They put your body in different situations, out, laying out on the ground, and you decompose right there. And they learn from the decomposition different scenarios about, how the body reacts to certain situations whenever you die. Vegas man, how do you know? What'd they say? Oh yeah, locked and loaded. That's been not this past. They got it around Christmas. They got it that puppy around Christmas. But they'll get a dog, get rid of a dog, get a dog, get rid of a dog. I am Bonnie, so much better, thank you. Yeah, decomposition is nasty as fuck. So bad. So bad. Why do I not see Vegas man? Oh, there he is. By Bluegrass Country Club in Hendersonville. Well, it might be your opinion unless you really know. And if you really know, then you should probably call the TBI. I'm not sure I would say that in a chat, respectfully. Confirm Samantha Shelley has been found safe. Let me check. Samantha. Yes. 8-year-old 2 hours ago. Thank God. TBI announced less than a half an hour after posting that Samantha Shelley was found safe. Great news to report. Samantha Shelley, the subject of an Amber Alert, has been found safe. Thanks for helping spread the word so quickly. And this was posted at 10:34. Praise the Lord. Thank
Like a
you,
relentless weed,
Lord.
moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break
Amazing, amazing. Thank God. Yes. And Vegas, man, you're going by a spirit box. Oh, well, not me. But that just shows you these. Look, I mean, the sad situation out of North Carolina. I was planning on going there either today or tomorrow, and they found little Liam in the pond. Right when these kids go missing and they're not hidden, they are found. They're found. Spirit box like a hot dog swinger. Hallelujah. Now let me go drop a track. Rachel. They always find him. Yeah, they always find him. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. What are you talking about, Rachel? But Liam, he was only like 2.5 hours from me. They found him in a pond. Very sad. Very, very sad. Yeah. First thing, child. He goes, yeah, he was autistic as well. They drained the pond. Sonar had been in. They drained it. Yeah. And you got to get someone like really that knows their stuff when they do the sonar as well. Because if you're just, average at it, a lot of times they don't find them. And they're in there. Right? Could be, Ann. Could be. Just thinking the same thing. Yeah, it's an officer. I'm much better, Carol. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Terry. Welcome to the Pearl family. Appreciate you very much, my dear. You need a chicken party regardless of the thumbs up situation. I sent Justin a couple of videos. Oh, you sent me some videos? Well, I want to show my new videos anyways, so we can laugh.
Stop! You love touching my belly. Oh, you make me feel so sexy and confident. Oh, let me back up so you can look at it. Hi, look, babe. Stop playing. I just fall out when you do that to me, boy. Come on now. Oh, look at these legs and stuff you got. Oh, I think I want to touch and kiss up on you real quick. What's up? In public. Let's do it right here in public, babe. What's up, boy? Come on, let's do it in public, babe. Stop playing with my time. Come on, boy. Come on, babe. Let's do it in public. Ooh, don't start nothing. Won't be no start, no shoe, won't be no stuff. Come on now, touching my titties and all that. Come on, boy, in public. Ooh, let me take this leg real quick and then. Ooh, where you going? Where you going, babe? Come here. Touch on me. Tease me. Nah, for real. Come on, let's go. What you doing? Baby, come on now. We got to get to the barbecue. Stop playing now. Stop playing with my time. Oh, let me get up here. Oh, look at that butt. Oh, take this shirt off real quick. See, let's go on and get wet out. Let's show them the way, because you know I do what I do when I do it. Come on, babe. Come on. Oh, this shirt is cute. Come on now. And let me tell you something. Why you liking that girl photograph on Instagram? I told you about getting too friendly-handed on Instagram. Stop liking their pictures. Stop liking their pictures. Do you hear me? They don't need you, know you. Stop. Stop liking their pictures playing on my time. Come on, babe. Let's go. I'm hungry now. They waiting on us. I want me a rib sandwich with some little cheese. Boy, get from behind me. So you. Katie! Christopher! Katie! Christopher!
And it
to
was
Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot.
Yes,
Mr. Proudfoot, what happened?
Girl, how I look? Like a damn fool. No, them veneers don't make that look no better. Girl, bye. Take me away from the pain and you bring me paradise. It's pretty out of here, girl. What's going on? We need to go down there to that barbecue shack. See, last time they shorted me a rib. I need all my meat. I want to feel ribby. Playing with my time. Girl, I ain't know they closed down the full town. Nobody really shopped there anyway. Shit, they always play with people's time. Girl, look at Bonita. Dumb ass, playing with people's time. Girl, it's too hot out here to be having all that on, all that black and hoodies. You look like a hoodie. Playing with your time. Let me see what's going on with this little piece of fruit, baby. Clear my throat. Got a good little ring to it, not tart at all, very sweet. Let me get on up here, baby. I don't need everybody in my mix. See, you don't need to see Big Mama eat her oranges. Go on back to camera up and stop playing with my time before I get active mode face. Long day at the drawer. Ooh, I love how you just... Ooh, Lord, babe. It's been a long day at the drawer. Ooh, I love how you just touch and caress me. Rub down there.
Thank you.
Ooh, yes. Ooh, scratch around this belly. Get around that belly, boy. Fuck. Oh. Yes,
Thank you, Brenda. Love you, baby.
It feels
Thank you so much for 11 months.
Ooh, Lord. Oh, Jeez. Oh, wait, baby. You had did something too rough right there. Slow down. Slow down, cowboy. Slow down, my boy. What's up? Lean with it. Rock with it. What? Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, don't be touching me there, baby, because I'm going to touch you up there and down there. Oh, Lord. Sometimes you... Oh, wrong song. Yeah, just touch me, baby. I'm too shy. I don't want to play with the Lord like that. Playing with his time. Oh, Lord have mercy. Where you going? Come here. What you doing? 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 What you doing, babe? Paddle me. In the words of Janet Jackson, I need some discipline tonight. I've been very bad. Paddle me, boy. What is you doing? Don't be trying to grab it because you playing with my time. See y'all later. Fuck.
Ooh. Get up off me. I said that's enough. Let my goddamn titty go. You act like you starving, Monquito. Now I said that's enough. You wanna bite me? Huh? Okay. That's how I feel. Now get up off me. Got these people recording me act like I don't feed your ass. And look at your damn daddy just sitting there. You need to come get your damn daughter. She get this shit from you. Now let my damn titty go. You didn't eat. Let it go. Because at this rate, I'm not gonna care if Monkey Protective Services come get your ass. Now let them go. You didn't eat and you acting like you starving.
Starving.
Okay, we won't listen. We won't listen. Who is that? Oh, I thought I heard something. Now get your... Okay, let me just turn my ass around. Now, didn't I tell you to let my shit go? Now, I'm not about to keep playing with you in front of these people. I'm trying... Okay. Let me see who looking. Okay, hey.
The following is an actual video of Edgar at his mom's as a teenager.
Hello? Hello? I said don't disturb you, I'm cleaning my room! Oh Lord, kumbaya. Someone's...
Oh. Suck it now. Oh. Suck it now.
Not possible because that area is not visible in the footage. My ass.
Oh. Suck it now.
Oh Lord, kumbaya.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit. Christopher!
Oh. Suck it now.
A bullshit?
Oh my God, look at Chris.
Gerald Daugherty wants to watch the videotape.
Is that Chris?
Oh. Suck it now.
Oh my God, look at Chris.
Gerald Daugherty wants to watch the videotape.
Is that Chris?
A monkey? A monkey? A monkey? It's a monkey. You know that?
Oh Lord, kumbaya.
They can shut their chicken tone, chicken bone, Google Chrome, no home flip phone, disown ice cream cone, garden gnome, student loan, full-blown Indiana Jones, overgrown Flintstone, X and Y chromosome, Fred Zone, Sylvester Stallone, AutoZone, professionally seen silver Patron, head the fuck up, okay? What are you doing? We needed that chicken party. We needed that chicken party. Thank you so much, Brenda, for 11 months coming in clutch. Love you, girl. Mean it so much. Thank you, Miss Brenda. Oh my God. Is that Chris? I'm such an idiot. Is that Chris? I do that when I get like, I don't know. I've always All right, guys. Thank you all so much for joining me. You guys are all amazing. I couldn't believe it was him because we hadn't seen him for months. And they were like, "That's not Chris." I'm like, "Is that Chris?" Oh Lord. You guys are all amazing. Thank you all so much for joining me. I truly do appreciate you all, every single one of you. Yeah, Silver Patron. Oh, thank you, Terry, honey. Appreciate you. I don't have any question. Just want to let you know that I like watching you and I love your monkey greeter. Oh, thank you so much, Terry. That's very kind of you. Appreciate you for your support, honey. Thank you so much. $40. Hold it. Thank you so much, Terry. Appreciate you. All right, guys. Speaking of Don Wells, tomorrow, you sent a text. We're just saying the FBI released that part. Hold on.
Breaking news alert right now. The FBI is reissuing their alert for Sebastian Rogers, a teen missing from Sumner County.
So Peyton Kenny is back at the WKRN.com alert desk with a look at what the FBI is saying. Peyton.
Yeah, the FBI is detailing all of the information they have gathered since Sebastian Rogers went missing on February 26, 2024. The details posted to their government website. It walks through what they know about the day before Sebastian disappeared, plus what happened that night and the next morning when his mother went to wake him up for school and found an empty room. The report says law enforcement used every available resource at their disposal to try and locate Sebastian, and they have followed through on every tip. An FBI Nashville special agent says there's a question mark that has only grown bigger through the search. Information can go to the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, the TBI, or the FBI. Now, when he was last seen, Sebastian was 5'5" and around 110 to 115 pounds. He has brown hair and brown eyes. The FBI is offering a reward of up to $50,000 for information leading to Sebastian's whereabouts. And for breaking news around the clock, you can head to WKRN.
Wow. They're redoing the recollecting all the stuff. Oh, thank you, Brenda. You're so good to me, honey. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much, Miss Brenda. Coming in clutch. Miss Brenda is coming in clutch, honey. Thank you so much, Matthew. We really do appreciate you very, very much. Love you too, darling. Appreciate you. You're very kind, darling. Is dog still got a reward? I don't know. I don't speak with Nick and them anymore. Haven't in a long time. But I guess they are. I'm not really sure. I think so. I think Nick was here a few days ago, but in chat. But regardless, I think they're completely wrong on this, saying it's a car. I think they need to release all of the video. If they say it's nothing, release the video. They are putting up new billboards. Who is Tina? Oh, at night? That's good. That's really good. That's good. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think billboards are going to help find Sebastian. But I think it's really good for awareness because public interest is key. Keeping public interest in this case is very, very important, right? Because if people lose interest, then we're not on they asses. And Sheriff Snuggle Struggle, it's pressure for them. And so someone driving by sees the billboard. We can't say it like that, Vegas Mom. We can't blame someone and just outright say that they did something like that. You can say that in your opinion, but you got to be very careful the way you say things like that, please. Justin, are you on board with At Night being involved in Summerwell's case? I don't know. To be honest with you, I mean, I've disagreed a lot with things At Night has believed or whatever, but I don't know. Raising awareness, I guess, is raising awareness, whether you agree with it or not. But there is a new sheriff, from what I understand, in Fayette County, or not Fayette. What county was it? They said Hawkins County. You said the new billboard, okay. The one that is circulating where he gets into the vehicle behind the bushes. He made it home that night. Yeah, he did. He made it home that night. I know a lot of people are still talking about the Texas Steakhouse. I don't think anything of that other than Sebastian was a very well-mannered child. I think KK was irritated with him. There was no joy you could tell during a meal. Even if you're out at a random meal and you go out all the time, it's still a joyful time, right? And you usually smile or at least talk to each other. They barely spoke to each other. You can tell it was just a very cold. Oh shit, that's really good. Oh wow. That's amazing. That's amazing, that billboard. Texas Roadhouse shows last seen outside the family timeline. Yeah. Yeah. He was perfectly fine when he left there. And I wish we could have, when you see videos like that, you just want to intervene and you just want to it's like someone before they're getting ready to be hit by a train. You see the video, you just want to pull them out of that situation. Something happened. And KK was on her phone a lot. And yeah. I mean, I cannot get on the popular train or anything like that when I know something is not right. A lot of people, there are creators out there that will bend to pressure, but we know that this is not a freaking headlight. These are not headlights behind the house. And no way are you going to convince me and for me to say something else when it's truly not the right thing. It's truly not the right thing. I'm just not that kind of person. I'm not gonna bend and overlook something like that. It's just never going to happen with me. Into silence. Mid after supposedly kicking a lawyer. Oh, Kathy, honey, she lawyered up. I think in September. Well, it's just the right thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy. All right, guys. The billboard is CP in a clown suit pretending to be Seth. Oh, wow. The camera was aimed at their driveway, not on the other road. Yeah. One thing that's interesting about that, KK always, just about always, let Sebastian out before she opened the garage door. He did not like, yeah, I got the billboard thingy. She did not like, Sebastian did not like the garage door sounds. And so he would get out before the door would open and he would go through the front door. You too, Brenda, darling. Thank you so much, love. Appreciate you. You hang in there, sweetie. And from what I understand, allegedly, that the night Sebastian went missing, she did not let him out to go through the front door. She did not. Oh, Brenda, honey, you did it again. Thank you so much, love. Thank you, Miss Brenda. You're so good to me. Mamacita. Thank you so much, darling. If you received one of those memberships, make sure you thank Brenda. Very kind, Brenda. Thank you so much. Truly. Really. Thank you so much, darling. Very kind, Brenda. Thank you, Brenda. I received one. Yay, Missy. Miss got it. There you go. Yes, why the deviation suspicion? It is. It really is. No matter what, I have to do. I've always been like this. I have to do what I feel is right, not because it's the popular thing to do. You should teach you got to teach your kids to do that kind of stuff too. Just because it's the popular thing to do doesn't mean it's always the right thing, right? So Seth was on camera. I'm not even worried about Seth. Seth has nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. They could clear Seth today, and they know it. And they should. And that's what I always say. We're at 18 months, and you can't clear these families. You can't clear these family members. Then give it up. Give it to someone else. Or can you clear some and can't clear the others? Just say that. Say, we could clear some, but we can't clear some others. Thank you, Terry. You too, darling. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's craziness. Much love, everyone. God bless you and keep you all, your loved ones, your family. Hug your loved ones very tight. We only get so many trips around the sun. Good night, everyone. God bless and take good care of yourselves.